Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Recording here really early in the morning. Why? Because the baby woke up really early and then she went to sleep. So here I am, and I have some finds for you from GameStop. Let me show you what I bought. And I got some real great deals. And I made a short earlier showing you what they had. And they have the 4 for 10 right now. Now it's slim pickings, because they have, if you look at the short, they have less video games than I do. It's really slim pickings. But the good part is that you can still buy PS4 games on the 4 for 10, Xbox games, current generations, anything you find that's under $5, you can get 4 for 10. So basically 50% off. And it's $4.99 to tell you the truth. So let me show you what I've got. They also have t-shirts that if you're a pro member, which I've been for years and years, you get for $10. And there's some of the shirts that I wear in the channel. So let me show you the first game that I got. This is Mercenaries for the PS3. Look at that. It's pretty complete for $2.50. Why not? Why not, right? Another game for the PS3. I'm trying to bulk up on the PS3 because I have a lot of Xbox stuff, man. Because it's so readily available. Really, it's on sale. The best prices. If you want to start your Xbox collection right now, it'd be a great time, right? Xbox One. There's so many games for a lot of great prices. But anyway, guys, let's Far Cry. This is Far Cry 3 for the PlayStation 3. Look at that. Complete. PlayStation 4. I got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 15. Now this one, of course, we don't have any manuals anymore. But a nice find for the PS4. And for the Xbox One, I got Maneater, a game I didn't have. Again, guys, it's slim pickings because, my collection's pretty large. So, basically everything that they had for PS2, I already own. A lot of the stuff they have for Xbox, and PS3 and stuff like that, I already have. So, there's not a lot for me to choose from. But, depending on your store, there's still DS stuff over there. Now, surprisingly enough, a lot of the more expensive retro games, they're trying to price to whatever there is. I saw a copy of Blur for the Xbox 360, which I have behind me here. They have it for, let's see here, they have it for 34. Yeah, 34. I remember when I bought that game, I bought it expensive. And it was, yeah, here it is. Look, 24. And at that point, I got it with a gift card that I've gotten. So whenever I get a gift card, that's when I, as a present, that's when I buy the more expensive games. But it's still they're trying to keep up with the prices. And I saw a PS3 game for about $44. I mean, they're getting up there. But with that said, there's plenty there, right? There's a lot of games that are, $3, $4. There's a lot of $6 games too, guys. So, if you're a pro member, they're like 5 and change, So depending on the title, they might be good for you. Here's a Fallout shirt. Look at that. Look at that drip. So a lot of the shirts that I wear on the channel actually come from GameStop. Some I order online, but I'm trying to get it here. This is the first time I use this setup. Recording this on my Mac, which will allow me to make more videos, thankfully. And I'm going to test a stream, guys. I really am going to test a stream. So whenever they leave me alone in the house, sometimes the wife and daughters take off. They go on their shopping ways. They'll leave me alone in the house. So I'm able to record and stream. And I know a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers during this holiday season are going to take some time off, to spend with their families and stuff. I have a baby, so I'm not really going to travel. It's especially in the holidays. It's just crazy trying to travel with a baby. So we're not doing that. Even when we have to travel for business and stuff like that, and with the baby, it's just, oh man, let me tell you, it's a handful and it's stressful because babies don't like flying. They don't like being in hotels, and you know, the hustle and bustle that you do when you do travel for business or even for family. You know, I can do like a weekend vacation with the wife, but long vacations, you know, they're pretty hard to do. Here's the other one I got, guys. Alien. Look at that. Oh yeah, Alien. 10 buckaroos. You know, you can't go wrong. Um, they don't have a lot of shirts in Walmart, but sometimes you'll be able to hit up Walmart for some retro shirts. Usually rock stuff, not video game stuff, but they can go for about $8 to $10 too. So keep a lookout for that. If I find anything else, any other finds, I'll try posting them here. I know some of you have asked for, you know, to go through the collection. But, you know, to me, I've always watched those videos, guys, and it's like people showing off. I like to show off particular games in the collection and talk about them individually, why they're special to me, you know, why I like them, why, you know, the story behind them, my memories. I'll do that, you know. And I'm going to record some of the stuff that I have that I'm sorting out right now for the from the storage that I'm going to eventually put online or put up for trade. You know, I mean, I get a lot of games on trade, and I'll trade like 5 games for one that I really want, especially when I get them on the cheap. You know, like this crate that I bought for $15, or you know, I got all kinds of games. There's a few I can trade. I mean, I try to make it fair, but I also try to make it, you know, enticing for the person whose game I'm trying to get. Because it's harder for me to get games now. It really is, guys. It's diminishing returns. The one thing about having a big collection is that, you know, finding deals like this becomes harder and harder. When I first started collecting and I had the 4 for 10, you know, I would spend, you know, $100 and you would get 40 games just right off the top. You can do that right now, but let me tell you, you really have to comb through the store and you need to have patience, especially now in Christmas. If you want to do this, if you really want to load up on, you know, some PS3, PS2 kind of stuff, even the PS4, my advice to you would be to get there early. And it's not because people are buying these games. Nobody really touches these games, guys. That's why they're 4 for 10. The problem is that it gets so busy. So you have a harder time, you know, going through all the racks, trying to pick your games. You know, I was trying to pick games and I had these people around me all the time just looking over my head, you know, and sometimes I would have to wait for them to be away from the Xbox 360 area so I can go look in there to see if there's anything that I don't have. But, you know, as far as the games that I want for the 360, where is it back here? For the 360 back here, the games that I want, you know, I already have them pretty much all, you know. The harder ones that I like that are hard to find, I already have them. So if I see something out there that I really like a Blur or something like that, you know, I'll take a look at it. But, you know, it's just harder and harder the longer time you are collecting and the more games you get. But right now, if you want to start up, hey, $2.50 isn't a bad deal. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy this morning video. I'll try to do a morning stream here. Once I get the setup, I'm going to try to do a test stream later on today. I don't know, maybe I'll talk about the news or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'll try to keep it going. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the short video that I made for Maverick's Baghdad Extraction from the Retro Bro. It's really a cool game, guys. I mean, it's let me show you here. This game, if you haven't played it or have seen it, you can buy it just a digital download if you want to play it on an emulator for $12. But the cool part about this game is it actually plays with a light gun. So you can play with your light gun on your CRT TV. And it's the best way I can describe it. It's like Zelda with a gun, right? That's what everybody says. It's really true, but it's unique. It's different. He's working on a new one, which really looks interesting, guys. It really looks interesting. He says he's going to put it up by next year or something, so I'll be picking that up. You can't get this anymore. This is a white one, baby. This is a white one right here. So I already have it. It's in my NES right now. But yeah, guys, this is a special edition. But whenever I can, I pick these up. I was surprised. I wanted to take a picture of one, so I went online, and some guy selling his white edition like I have for 350. I was like, no, and that's why people think I'm crazy. I don't sell any of my games. I just don't, and that should be a separate video that I make about the wrong reasons to get into this racket, into this game hoarding racket. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you're really, really cool, then join the channel for 99 cents. So that way we can keep the game hoarding going on and on and on. All right, humans, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.